All right, welcome to Tuesday's edition of Gen X Rated. Got Uncle Bill and Gino down low. How we doing, guys?
Good.
Excellent. We better start the music, eh?
You should.
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
How we feeling, Gino?
I drove from Omaha yesterday morning back to my home in Cleveland. And somehow I lost my voice doing it. I must have been singing at the top of my lungs. I don't know what happened, but there was a lot of. I figured out something on my road trips when Melissa and I travel separately.
Yeah.
We listen to music. When we travel together, we listen to podcasts, which can only mean one thing. We have different tastes in music. We just don't talk about it. Because I was listening to fucking like the regional Mexican station, KBBX, for fucking like 4 hours on my road trip. Fucking awesome. There was a station for Bill called Boomer Radio in Omaha.
Boomer.
Well, I mean, the songs were good, but it was called Boomer Radio. So it was literally catered to people like Bill.
Not a boomer.
But I drove back. I made good time for an electric car. It was warm, so the battery worked well. And
You had good weather going back. I mean, it was in the 50s here.
It just kept getting warmer as I was driving back. Kept getting warmer and warmer, so that was a good thing.
Nice.
My mom's birthday was good in Omaha, but I'm a little beat up. So whoever our guest is today, she's gonna kick my ass because my brain capacity is not good. My brain's mush, not much sleep and long drive, and my ass hurts a little bit from sitting.
Oh, great.
And
That's what Uncle Bill's here for, okay? So we are going to talk today about some Christmas movies since we're in the spirit of Christmas. We covered gifts last podcast. And I do have a friend of the show, Lena, who has a very strong opinion as to what is or isn't a Christmas movie. So we're going to bring her out and see.
What generation is Lena? She looks like a millennial.
I am in fact a millennial.
Okay.
Welcome, Lena.
Welcome.
Our first millennial ever on the show, right?
That's true.
That's
We've
awesome.
only had Cole on so far.
All right. Well, she gets a door prize.
Yay! Is it a real Christmas movie?
We're going to talk about real Christmas music. I can't hear you as clear as I'd like, Lena.
Oh no!
You're better there.
I
can
Hey,
be fine.
headphones, I can put them in.
A little background. We've known Lena for quite a while. She's probably the best hockey player I know. And she's probably the toughest.
MVP.
So don't fuck with her is kind of my advice.
Are you a coach? Are you one of her coaches?
I am not a coach. I play every Monday with these two yahoos.
Oh, okay. Right on.
And she's on my ladies team. She took us to a championship last year.
What position?
Defense.
Defense only.
Okay. Fair enough.
Play anywhere.
Lena's tough, man. She's really good.
Do you want me to try to plug in headphones?
No, you're fine. We'll just deal with it. Since you're our first guest, I'll let you bring up the first Christmas movie that you think is literally a Christmas movie, and then tell us maybe why you think it's a Christmas movie or what the parameters are.
Well, the hard part is that my favorite Christmas movie I don't think qualifies, but I do think Elf is a real Christmas movie.
Okay.
And the
Agreed.
guidelines for a Christmas movie, as established by me and random people I talk to, are that if you take Christmas out and replace it with some other holiday, does the movie still stand up? And if it does, then it's not a Christmas movie. But if Christmas is integral to the plot, then it's a Christmas movie. So Elf doesn't stand up without Christmas.
That's true. He's just a demented guy.
My favorite Christmas movie also doesn't stand up.
Let me get rid of that banner. Okay.
So that would qualify.
This is in the name. Clearly Christmas movie, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Clearly.
Yeah.
But you're saying Elf is not? I mean, it's all about Santa.
Elf is. But her favorite movie is not, she said, but she hasn't named that favorite movie yet.
Favorite Christmas movie is It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
And in order to fight the fact that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, I had to give up It's a Wonderful Life.
Well, for the record,
like a fair trade.
There's a Christmas tree.
Right. There are Christmas elements in the movie, just like Die Hard. But if you changed the holiday, if the whole plot of this movie happened on New Year's Eve, and likewise with Die Hard, if it was a New Year's party, the entire plot of the movie still stands up.
But
And
he's not going there unless it's Christmas to see his
currently,
Correct.
he could
That's a
have.
good point.
He could have. He could have gone for some other reason.
No, only for Christmas.
And it's all the
But-
music's Christmas themed as well. So I mean, you would have to change the entire soundtrack. The soundtrack wouldn't stand up.
That's the point, though. You could remove the Christmas, and the movie would still be the same.
No, you couldn't remove the Christmas. That was the best part of the movie was the soundtrack and all the Christmassy shit. It was absolutely.
Well, and he wouldn't be there if it weren't for
Look,
Christmas.
factually, the millennial is correct because 59% of people actually polled think that Lethal Weapon is not a Christmas movie. 39% of
Lethal
people.
Weapon or Die Hard?
Die Hard.
I'm sorry, Die Hard.
Okay.
39% think it is a Christmas movie, and 11% won't commit either fucking way. So technically, she's correct, but it also goes down. There's going to be gender bias involved.
But
I think it's 100% a
people,
Christmas movie.
Way more people would say It's a Wonderful Life is a Christmas movie.
I think
and
so too.
I've never seen that movie.
I still think if you follow that rule, that movie, the whole plot of that movie is about the main character's growth as a person, and would fully stand up without Christmas as part of the movie.
Yeah,
You could
and
get rid of
screwed
that
over by
tree
the
and it would
system,
still-
by the banking system.
Exactly. And same thing with Die Hard. It's still a whole movie without Christmas as an element.
I could see
know.
that.
I mean, it feels like Home Alone where they're rushing to Christmas. He's there to see his wife. Bad things happen, but it's
See,
still in the
That could
script.
have been, Home Alone could have been a family vacation.
That's true.
Yeah,
Like it literally could have just been a family trip.
Okay.
that's a good point.
Okay.
Yeah,
The Christmas is fun and it sells tickets, but like the plot is not Christmas.
Die Hard's
That's true.
100% a Christmas movie, and I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to piss off the millennials saying it. Because it's a very misogynistic movie. The whole reason that he went there at Christmas is because he lost his wife. And the symbolism in the movie is ridiculous. They literally give her a Rolex watch as a present for making it as a corporate, shill. And the last thing he does to free her and unshackle her from her chains is he unlatches that thing. So Hans falls to his death. And then again, all of a sudden, she's a housewife again. You don't make housewives at New Year's Eve. It's housewives.
But all of
Housewives
that
make
could have happened
Christmas,
with like a
quote,
merger.
unquote.
It could have been a corporate merger party. Okay, it didn't have to be Christmas.
and by the way, you're all fired.
I'm just saying. Well, I don't. I mean, millennials can have whatever criteria they want. The only thing that matters is what Gen Xers say, and we all have our lists. And so my producer Mel has her list, which is Love Actually, Home Alone, Christmas Vacation, Elf, A Christmas Story, Trading Places, and Die Hard. And my list, which is going to really piss you off, is Die Hard, Christmas Vacation, Rambo, Lethal Weapon, Full Metal Jacket, Home Alone, Elf, The Ref from 1994 with Dennis Leary.
I remember that.
That's my list.
What was the last one?
Scrooged.
Scrooge. Yes. I
Definitely
love Scrooge.
Scrooged.
So those were my favorites. I didn't really see any of the traditional ones.
You didn't
Right.
see White Christmas, Gene?
No, I'm not a Christmassy person. Those are the Christmas movies I actually enjoyed.
Wait, you're not a Christmassy person, but we're considering you an authority on whether something's a Christmas movie? I'm confused.
Absolutely. I was born a Christian.
And as we all know, it is such a Christian holiday.
I was a fucking altar boy. I'm 100% qualified
Jesus
for
was
this
born on the
shit.
25th of
I
December.
used to fucking babysit the baby Jesus in the manger in front of the altar. I'm 100% qualified for this shit. If Jesus is a part of Christmas, then these fuckers are all Christmas stories as far as I'm concerned. So,
Well, and since Uncle Bill's, since Jesus was a carpenter and had dark skin, I guess me and Uncle Bill can weigh in too.
and you know why Full Metal Jacket was a Christmas movie, right?
What?
Why?
Because the fucking sergeant made him sing fucking Happy Birthday to Jesus on Christmas. And that's my only criteria because I'm a Catholic.
What?
I'm sorry.
Well,
Oh
as a
my
latch Jew, I think I have to point out that Christmas is really a pagan holiday.
That's
Correct.
true.
Correct.
So,
That's where we get the free pass, Uncle Bill. You did have some classics like The Grinch, obviously is a well-known Christmas story.
Could you do the Grinch without with taking Christmas away, or does the Christmas have to be
I think
involved
the
with that
whole
one?
plot of the Grinch is
then he's just a thief.
It is. Then
yeah,
it's just
he
a thief.
lives the
Okay.
joy of that's the whole plot. That
Well, I
is
mean, he's a
one
thief
of the
though.
most Pure Christmas movies.
Couldn't you just write him as a burglar, as a common criminal, as a
Well,
green thief?
what's he taking away then? Like, what does he give back?
He's stealing shit, basically.
He's not. He's
stealing
stealing
everything.
Christmas.
He's stealing shit, right? He's stealing
Bunch of
shit and
gifts.
storing it in his
That was
cave,
the plot
more or
hole.
less.
He took
Okay,
that
fair enough.
tree.
He cleaned out the food.
He
Food.
took everything.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, and if it wasn't Christmas,
But
he'd have
the-
probably come
the
and just taken
message of
whatever
that
there was.
The message of that movie is that it's not about the gifts. Maybe Christmas perhaps means a little bit more. Maybe Christmas perhaps doesn't come from a store.
That's true. And his
That could
heart
be.
got
That's the
bigger.
whole thing.
But don't tell the advertising industry that.
I'm
What
just
about
saying,
What about Christmas Vacation? How do you feel about that one?
totally a Christmas movie.
Okay.
Mhm.
Did we
Doesn't
like
hold
it
up without
better
Christmas.
than Vacation?
No.
What?
Did we like it better than the original Vacation?
I liked it equally.
Okay.
I
thought it
didn't
was
like
pretty
it.
funny.
It kind of bummed me out. Like, first of all, I couldn't help but think, like, how big was that bonus expected to be? Dude, you're putting in a pool. You're looking at $100,000. Nobody gets $100,000 bonus.
Oh, suspend your disbelief, Boomer. Nobody
I-
cares about that shit. What are you talking
I won't
about?
even tell you my It's a Wonderful Life story about Jimmy Stewart then.
Tell me, because I've never seen the movie, so I don't care.
I've never actually seen the whole thing either.
Oh,
But
okay.
so Jimmy Stewart served in World War II. He was on a B-17. He was a bomber pilot.
Mhm.
And he came home with so much PTSD and so stressed out and so guilt-ridden about what he saw and what he did there that it all came flooding back to him when he filmed that famous scene. And those were real tears. He was really
What's the famous
Breaking
scene?
down.
I'm sorry to be ignorant about a movie
Nina?
I've never seen.
Yeah, he goes kind of nuts. So the plot of that movie is really that it starts. So I'm not giving anything away. It starts with these
It's
angels.
100 years old. You're giving
very-
nothing away.
It's very Christian, by the way. It
Oh,
starts
okay.
with these angels who are coming in to save him from attempting suicide. So like
Oh, wow.
he's about to attempt suicide,
No
and
shit. Wow.
this angel at the very beginning becomes like his angel. So Clarence, who's like this just hot mess angel, who hasn't even earned his wings yet, is supposed to save Jimmy Stewart from committing suicide. And in order to do that, they show this angel all these parts of his life that help lead him to this point, but also help you know who he is as a person and why he matters.
Is this
And so-
what it was? Is this what Scrooged is based on?
I don't know.
Mm,
Christmas past, present,
Yes.
future?
No,
that's Dickens. That's a
Carol.
Christmas. Yeah.
That's
All
Charles
right,
Dickens.
Fine.
No, so this is like you look at Jimmy Stewart's whole life and you see all these people that he's influenced in his community and what he ends up saying to Clarence and this is deeply through the movie, but like Clarence watches his whole life basically. And then what he ends up saying to Clarence is, I wish I were never born. And Clarence grants his wish.
Oh no.
And he gets to see what his community would have been like had he never been born. But we've all just watched all of the impacts he's had on all these different people in his life. And so you see the impact of all of these relationships on his community and what would have happened if he had never been born and how much worse his community would have been without him. And he gets to watch how much worse his community would have been without him. And then he at the end of the movie, obviously he wants his life back. Like he realizes the value of his life. And of course it's on Christmas Eve and the whole community, like this whole horrible thing happens that leads him to this breaking point. And the whole community comes in and like saves him from utter ruin and jail and whatever, because it wasn't actually his fault to begin with. He took the fall for something that wasn't his fault, but
Old man Potter.
you get to kind of see, this connection to the community. But really the movie holds up without Christmas as an
Is
element.
that
It's
Patty
just this
Duke? Who is that?
spirit of giving thing.
Who's
Who?
the female actress?
That was Donna Reed, I think, right?
Donna
Donna
Reed.
Reed, yes.
Yeah.
No, did they have a relationship before or just at the end?
In the movie?
Mhm.
She's
What do
his
you mean?
wife.
Oh, okay. And he still wished himself dead?
Yeah, I know.
He
Wow.
was upset.
Was that his kid?
Yeah, I hate to give it away. I can tell you the whole plot if you want,
Uh,
but
I feel like you already have.
no, she's his wife. But there's a building and loan that he works for or is the owner of, whatever, and a bunch of money goes missing. That
Okay.
it isn't actually his fault, but he takes the fall because he doesn't want to end up throwing someone else in jail who it is their fault. And so he's going to go to jail because this money's missing. And
And is the child his?
they have 4 children.
Oh, I don't know. I just saw the one.
Like Zuzu? You talking about Zuzu's Petals?
Yeah, the small kid.
Well, Zuzu's sick, but they're all his children.
Okay. All right.
As far as
Wait
we
a
know.
second. Zuzu is Tiny Tim now? I'm so confused. What?
Those are not related.
Oh, okay.
Well, isn't
Keep
there
up,
a
Jane.
I thought you
Isn't
said
there a
I thought you
deleted
said
ending?
who names their kids Zuzu? What kind of fucking name is that?
I think it's short for Susie or Suzanne.
Oh, okay. Still stupid. But anyway.
isn't there an actress named Zuzu Pitts, or was it Zazu?
Oh,
Pitts?
Susie Kurtz or Susie or yeah, I
Susie
know who you're
Kurtz?
talking about. I think I doesn't matter. Let's get back to fucking Christmas, my favorite
All right,
holiday.
Wasn't there a deleted ending though to It's a Wonderful Life where they all storm the bank and tear Mr. Potter limb
A new one?
I do not know.
You know what?
about
That's the SNL skit. I'm sorry, my bad.
Oh man, I have
Nice
no
one,
idea.
Billy.
It's the ending they should have shown though.
I just want to say that you said Elf definitely is a Christmas movie, right?
Oh yeah,
All right. Because it's kind of the whole basis of elves and Santa and
right.
stuff.
No,
I
for
got to
sure.
be honest with
record-
you. I saw Elf for the first time 2 weeks ago.
What'd you think?
Really?
I thought it was fucking hilarious.
I love that movie, and every time
Um,
somebody doesn't like that movie, I question.
I
Just like,
Definitely
do.
a Christmas movie, and it was funny as shit. It was
In
definitely
fact, Burns
hilarious.
makes us watch it every year at some point, and
Yeah.
I can still sit through it because I find it entertaining
it's
Yeah.
a quality film for sure.
for
Oh,
sure.
it totally is.
It's
All right,
quality.
so Die Hard still in question.
Watched that one last week randomly at 3:00 in the morning. It was just on Roku.
Look,
So
I
I
like
clicked
that.
it, and it was
It's a good
super
movie.
Christmassy. You all have to definitely rewatch it. Super Christmassy.
I
Everything about
watch
it. was
Die
Christmassy.
Hard regularly, just not as a Christmas movie.
I watch it
That's a shame.
regularly,
That's a
once a
shame.
week.
That's a
Every
shame.
week, I'm like, better watch it again just to make sure.
Even in
I'm
an
caught up.
episode of Friends, they deem that a Christmas movie. So, and they're the authority on everything.
Yeah, and we really trust their judgment, as evidenced by the 10 seasons of shenanigans they've been up to.
So shenanigans. That's
They
like
got
an
away with a
old
lot.
person word. Are we talking to a millennial? Shenanigans.
It's been
Shenanigans is a
repackaged.
great
Yeah,
word.
that's a good word. That's a good word.
It's a classic.
It sums up a lot of stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't even, you guys can define it however you want, but I just know what movies I'm going to watch around Christmas. So it's
For
definitely,
sure. And what's going to be
something
played
my
on
list.
TNT nonstop is also a good indicator.
Right.
What about Bad Santa with Billy Bob Thornton?
2003.
Only scene I remember is when she's screaming, "Fuck me, Santa! Fuck me, Santa! Fuck me, Santa! Fuck me, Santa!" That's all I remember from that movie. I don't remember anything else about. Oh, and there was a little person in it, wasn't there?
Yes.
Well, the kid, yeah, who looked
No,
like
no,
Max
an
when he was
actual
young.
little person.
Oh,
A black,
oh,
a
yeah,
black
yeah,
actor,
that dude,
a little
yeah.
person.
Mhm.
He's dead.
Is he?
Oh, he died.
I think he died, didn't he?
Way to bum me
Maybe.
out, Bill.
Yeah,
Fuck.
for real, Rob.
That was Rob.
Saying, what was
I
his
know,
name? Because he was
But
in
you brought
several
up the
things.
movie Bad Santa. No, I'm
Is
having
it a
terrible
Christmas movie?
memories.
I love that movie. It's a great movie.
I don't even remember it.
Technically, it is.
I mean, because it's
But-
got Santa.
I know, but are you going to watch it with the family? Can we
I mean,
bring
literally,
grandma
that's
out
his
to
job.
watch
He
that?
has to do
Well-
the job as a Santa Claus to do whatever they're going to do. Thief wife. So it is a Christmas movie,
Oh, for
unless
sure.
unless you guys disagree with me. I don't know.
I just don't
I
think
would
it's
say it's a
family
Christmas
friendly
movie.
Christmas
Well,
movie.
without Christmas, there's no movie because then
Exactly.
Oh, Rob,
Just
your
saying.
children are adults now. You don't have to do everything family friendly. For God's sakes, you're such a dad.
Just saying.
I know, but you're right. It's not family friendly, and I've only seen it once, and it was a long time ago. So
it was good.
it's
It's
not the
been a
best
while.
Christmas movie. What about Trading Places?
That was
No?
also mentioned.
Oh,
As a
okay.
Christmas movie?
Yeah.
yeah.
Tell us
No,
why, Gene.
I don't know.
Because anything that fucking has Christmas trees in it is a fucking Christmas movie to me. Because
Unless it takes
I'm a
place in
simple
Vermont and
Gen
therefore
Xer,
there's pine trees,
and
we've
I
decided
don't
it's a Christmas
fucking
movie?
overthink
there's
shit
bulbs
like
on it.
millennials and Gen Zers. It's just fucking basic. Christmas tree, Christmas movie. Talk about Christmas. Put a fucking salmon in your Santa Claus suit. It's a fucking Christmas movie. I
So
don't know
then
what to tell
every
you.
movie where someone's wearing a wedding dress, is that like a wedding movie?
I don't watch wedding movies. I would
How do you
not.
know?
Right.
Maybe you do and
I-
you just
I-
aren't categorizing them that
No,
way.
the second I see a wedding dress, I turn that fucking thing off. So I do not watch wedding movies. I
But
wouldn't.
you don't
know.
like Christmas, you're not turning Christmas movies off.
Four
because
weddings
you
and
have
a
Christmas
funeral.
tree.
That's a wedding movie.
What?
Was it a funeral movie?
4 weddings and a
Four
funeral.
weddings
both.
and a funeral?
If anyone dies, it's a funeral movie.
Okay, fair.
There's a lot
I mean,
of funeral movies.
I respect
Right, that's
everyone's
my point.
opinion.
Just because it has a Christmas tree doesn't mean it's a Christmas movie.
No, and Trading Places probably isn't a Christmas movie, but I mean, I didn't. No one told me that we were going to have to overthink this shit about what a true Christmas movie was. And then all of a sudden the criteria were given to me. And with those criteria being met, obviously a lot of mine aren't going to be Christmas movies, but I didn't know that was a fucking criteria.
I know. I kind of threw that in.
I
Yeah,
promised
Lena
a
was
deep
so-
dive on
Y'all
Blue Sky.
tricked me.
So.
Lena was so pointed about it. I figured we'd better.
No,
just bring
people
her
think
on.
about this shit. Again, it's been
it's
been polled before whether or not fucking someone Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not. And most people say no. So she's not wrong. She's 100% correct.
I just have a different opinion.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
We're accepting.
And we're
of your
listening
opinion.
to it, which
No.
means you should love our generation and hate boomers because Gen X
I
listens. We
don't
do.
have a problem with any of you.
Boomers don't listen.
Oh, that's good. That's good because most of millennials and Gen X can't
What?
stand us,
I have
including
not
my own
found that.
kids. But that's okay.
If you Google Christmas
No.
movies, Trading Places does come up technically.
Okay.
FYI.
Mm. Well, I mean, Google. What,
they
and you know what I
voted?
said about Google? Before Google, I was a genius. Now I'm just a fucking liar. So
True
doesn't
enough.
really mean anything.
Lena, so you said your favorite Christmas movie, which technically isn't a Christmas movie. Do you have a backup other than Elf?
Elf is not my favorite. It's a Wonderful Life. But my real true Christmas movie favorite, if It's a Wonderful Life does not count, would be probably
Vacation?
White Christmas.
White Christmas.
What's that one about?
It's a very old Christmas movie. I love old Christmas movies.
It's from 1954. It's
Okay.
Mrs. Burns' favorite movie.
Wow.
Burns likes it too.
Yeah, it's great.
I've never
Um,
seen it. I'm going to stay out of this one.
What are their names? Danny
Oh, Danny Kaye.
Kaye and
And,
God, why can't I think of his name? I don't know.
Well,
it Bob
it's
Hope?
from
What's the plot?
70 years ago.
There are two. It's a male pair of singer dancer combo kind of thing in the 50s, and a female pair of singer dancers,
Sisters.
sisters. Yes, that's true. There's a whole song about it. But the two men are in
Bing
World War
Crosby.
II. Yeah, thank you. Oh my gosh. The two men are in World War II together and end up doing this duo because Danny Kaye kind of cons Bing Crosby into it. And so they become a pair and do really well. And then these sisters kind of trick them into helping them out. And of course, they end up paired up and in love and in a cabin in Vermont for Christmas.
Wow. And it was
So
a white Christmas, I might
And
add.
it was a white Christmas.
So this isn't a disqualifying movie because Bing Crosby was a terrible fucking human being then? It's still considered a
Alcoholic
Christmas
wife
movie?
abuser.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guarantee there are actors in your lists of horrible humans. We just
Oh,
need the
all
whole
of them.
list.
All actors are fucking horrible human beings. Are you kidding me? All people are horrible. You're absolutely
For the
correct.
most part.
So no, I just want to tell a Bing Crosby joke because he was a shit human being. That's all.
He was.
Love it.
It's still a Christmas movie.
And
You
Lena,
sure
you
you're not
have-
talking about Bill Cosby?
yeah,
Was he in a Christmas movie?
I don't know, but he's also a terrible human.
sure.
Oh yeah. How
Yeah.
did we fucking divert to Bill Cosby? Holy shit.
I'm Bing Crosby, Bill Cosby. I mean, there's
That's
a
fair.
name. There's a name problem going on there.
Oh,
But you know
okay.
who's not a terrible human is Sidney Crosby.
Yes, thank you.
There you go.
All
Very
hockey
good,
players are
Redeeming
terrible
the last
players.
name.
Or terrible human beings. Are you kidding me? Fucking, they're sickos, man. You know, fucking hockey players are sickos. You've heard
I know
the
that
stories.
Sid-
You are
very
outnumbered on that one, buddy.
Sid is
Okay.
1 in a billion. That guy's
He
an
is.
Oh,
amazing
yes.
human being.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I don't know anything about him. Okay.
Loved by everyone.
it's true.
They're
Lena,
not
are we
nearly as
doing
bad as
ugly
baseball
sweater day
players.
today, or is that offensive?
This is not ugly. Okay, it is a cute little ho 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 with a little reindeer on it. It's festive, and I
classic.
have my festive Christmas tree earrings.
Oh,
See,
nice.
You can
Ooh,
tell.
nice.
You can tell I'm an expert on Christmas movies because I'm dressed for it.
I thought maybe you were just in costume for the show, but
You could tell I'm an expert on dispensaries because this one says the dude abides and it's in Sturgis, Michigan. You're welcome. But anyway,
Wait,
When do we get our
Sturgis,
I know nothing
dispensary
about Christmas.
sponsorship?
yeah,
oh my gosh, that's a great idea.
there
I'll
we
like
work
go.
on it.
I put
and then we
Cole
can
in
bring
charge of it.
Lena
He's
back
done
and
nothing.
she can have her little wine red cup.
All right. So we've gone over all these
Lena
movies.
classes up the parking lot, the post hockey parking lot with the wine.
I do, and you act like I'm the one showing up with wine. For the record, not me showing up with wine in the parking lot.
I
But it was
know.
your idea.
Herbie.
Very willing to drink it.
Bill, do you own a Christmas sweater? Don't lie.
I have a Christmas T-shirt that looks kind of like a Christmas sweater.
for sure.
I know Rob has a Christmas sweater.
I have one
He's a
that I
goofy
card out
ass
every
dad,
year
and so yeah,
for the
I
ugly
can
sweater
imagine.
competition.
I don't
I
think
do have a separate ugly sweater that isn't this, and it's Santa
I used to own the
fishing.
Bill Cosby sweaters. Those are pretty fucking ugly, but they weren't Christmas sweaters. Those
No.
Coogis or Coogies or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck those were.
Coogee sweater.
Those were
You don't
ugly
have
as
them
fuck. I
anymore?
used to have one of those. So since we're talking about Bill Cosby for some random reason,
Because his name's similar and he's also an awful human.
yeah, he's an awful human, but he's not Christmassy. He's Jello pudding and Coca-Cola, and
He also worked with
he's a
Captain
product
Kangaroo
endorser.
for a bit.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, he was a massive product endorser, and Christmas is just a giant money grab. So
Coca-Cola.
And I guarantee there were at least a Christmas episode a season of his show, and therefore that show is like a Christmas show, right? Because
For
a
sure.
Christmas tree appeared in the show.
I don't. We're doing movies, not sitcoms. So your logic escapes me. Nice try.
It's all
Nice
all mass
try.
entertainment.
We could do sitcoms next time, though. We can come up with a list of sitcoms.
Maybe we could bring her back for Christmas sitcoms.
Well, I'm
Well, was
she's an
Rudolph the
expert on
Red-Nosed
other stuff
Reindeer
besides
a
Christmas, so.
Christmas sitcom?
I mean, that's
A
it.
Sitcom.
It's a
You remember
movie,
the
right?
Christmas-
Comedy. What was
Christmas
funny about
cartoon?
Rudolph?
I don't know. It was kind of fun. The Isle of Misfit Toys was kind
Everybody
of funny.
fucking made fun of him. That's funny to you?
Well,
All right,
those
so
are
it's
movies,
It's an
right?
ode
As a
to
kid, it was
childhood
fun.
cruelty.
As an
I
adult,
guess it
was
is a movie
cool.
too.
Those are short movies.
Yeah.
It is,
Like
yeah.
Frosty
it
the
is.
Snowman, that's a Christmas movie.
Which one was the one with the heat miser?
That's Santa Claus is coming to town.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
really?
I remember that one.
I think
Was
so.
it?
I thought that was
I
Rudolph.
watched it a lot.
Oh, maybe it
Growing
is
up.
Rudolph and Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Is that Rudolph
Burgermeister
too?
Meister
Okay.
Burger.
Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
all right. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. One of the
Well,
two.
so,
I get
I hated Charlie Brown's Christmas. I don't.
Oh, I love Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Dude, that shit's fucking stupid. And that fucking token black guy, fuck that shit. Don't even get me fucking started with this fucking ridiculousness from the fucking 50s and 60s. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's not do that shit. Let's move on. I'm not doing Charlie Brown for
the
fuck's
music
sake.
of that movie is
Oh my god.
Well, no,
So fucking lazy you can't even fucking write goddamn fucking words for the teacher. She just fucking mumbles weird shit in a weird pitched voice.
Well,
Because that's what kids
Listen
heard when the
to
teacher spoke.
teacher. Yeah,
Wah,
that's what
wah,
they
wah.
hear. Wah, wah,
Bill.
wah, wah,
Is that what
wah.
you sounded like in your class, Lena?
Mm.
Yeah, when I was a teacher, that's everything my children heard.
Oh my goodness. I don't
All
know.
they hear. And then you say it again and again, and it just opens out.
I
the
went to
way.
Catholic grade school. All I heard were smelly nuns and rulers and Mrs. Brokehammer grabbing my fucking ear when she was mad at me. And a lot of violence. I just remember a lot of violence in grade school from the nuns.
Did they still, when you were there, if you were left-handed, did they still wrap you on the knuckles?
that
with the
old.
ruler?
Well, I am left-handed, but I write right-handed. So what do you think?
Yes, maybe.
So
I guess
there you
so.
go. I write right-handed.
That's crazy.
Possibly, and I am a natural left-hander. So possibly, I don't know. It was
I am
weird.
Interesting.
too.
They beat it out of you.
Yeah, for sure.
But
For sure.
as a millennial, no one beat it out of me.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
good.
That's cool.
I got
I'm
an
glad-
award for it.
Did millennials learn? They learned cursive, right? You guys learn how to
We
write
did.
cursive? Okay,
We do still know how to do cursive.
all right.
Well,
Because my kids only
not
know
the
how to do
Gen
their
Zers.
names.
Once Gen Z hits, they can't even read it.
Correct.
I know.
They tried to print their signature. It was messed up.
To this day, I can't do a little F in cursive. How the fuck do you do those things?
Little F.
Yeah, have you ever tried to
Oh.
fucking do an F in cursive,
One of
in
my
a little
favorites.
one, or a big F with the big flowy?
I like it.
I like the big
I
F,
should
and
never
it's
look
got
at
like the
Fs.
top hat on it too.
I
Yeah.
can successfully do both of those things.
Big D is a problem.
D's a problem for sure.
Big
Big D. Yeah, definitely. I was always good with the G because my name's Gene, so real good with the fucking G.
And
Excellent G.
Rosen with the Z.
Equally complex.
I got really good at the B and the H by forging Bobby Heber's autograph.
Oh yeah, nice. But don't say that
I
out
could write my
loud.
mom's
You'll get
name,
sued
yeah.
by all those fucking those
I,
collectors.
allegedly for
Yeah,
forging
allegedly.
Bobby Heber's autograph.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
happened
thanks,
everywhere
Mike.
in the NFL in the 90s.
It does.
I
Jesus,
w-
some
I
of those
wouldn't-
guys had a stamp.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy anything from any quarterback from the 80s or 90s and consider it to be authentic because
In
there's a
particular, Joe Montana. Avoid it.
50% chance that it is fucking not real.
Well, and Chris Dolman just wrote CD.
Right.
CD's nuts. So Lena,
Rest in
I know you
peace.
have some business to take care of.
I do. Real jobs.
Maybe you'll consider coming back sometime.
Mhm.
I would love to roast all of you again.
If you come back, could you like pop me a text and tell me that you're gonna set it up with criteria and shit?
No, it's way more fun to spring it on you.
Nah, I felt like a setup. I felt
It is.
good. My whole list was just assassinated.
I mean, I didn't do that. To be fair, I didn't
You
find out I was
fucking
coming
Luigi'd my
until
fucking list.
9:30 last night was when I found out I was coming. So it's not planned.
Yeah, but you're an expert on fucking Christmas stuff.
Well,
That's
So-
why
that's
she's
not
here.
a you problem.
Yeah, I know. I wish I cared more, but it's
I'm
too late for
prepared.
me. You cannot teach this old dog to love Christmas now.
It's okay.
Aw,
It's
bad.
all right, though. But I'm glad somebody does.
I
That's
do.
right. Well, Lena, I'm going to let you go, but I certainly appreciate you coming out.
Thank you.
Wonderful to have
fun.
you. Our first.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lena.
Bye.
Yes.
Come
And Merry
back
Christmas.
anytime.
Or should I
You
say
too.
Happy
Merry
Holidays to piss you off? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I like it all. You can't.
I'm messing with you.
Unruffled.
Well, Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
then.
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. Yeah, have a
All
good
right, Lena,
holiday.
have a good rest of
Have
your
a good
day.
New Year.
Me too.
And we'll definitely come back on with something I'm an expert on. Like Christmas
Then you won't need
movies.
me.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, we always need you.
I'm not an
worry.
expert on shit except talking real fast.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you, Lena.
See you, Lena.
All right. Well, that was pretty entertaining. And that was not a setup, Gene. She got the same list of movies that you did, but she was very vehement about her.
You guys sent me a
criteria
list of
what
movies? I didn't even know you sent me a list of movies. I told you I was fucking driving yesterday.
It was still on your text.
I thought
Dude,
said
you
it
know
this
I
morning.
delete my text for the popo as soon as I get them. I never even read that shit. I must have
Yeah,
fucking
didn't-
scrolled past it and read some other shit and missed it. No, me
No
and Melissa
matter.
made a list like 5 minutes before I came on. We literally just wrote down like, what are your favorites? What are my favorites? What do we agree on? So,
Well, I liked your list. It was good.
yeah, I don't watch those the white Christmas shit, and I don't. Not for me. I don't
I
know.
kind of figured.
It's kind of boring. A Christmas Story. I mean, we have the Christmas Story house here in Cleveland. If you guys didn't know that,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's right here in Cleveland. It's a very popular attraction. I think it just got sold last year. But I was here when the guy bought the house and redid it, and it became a big deal. And the whole area is just like a little business zone now. But I had never seen the fucking movie except in like 5-minute bits and pieces from Melissa watching it constantly
Yeah, me too.
over the course of 18 years. And I've literally seen the whole movie, but I've never seen the whole movie from start to fucking finish.
Mhm.
So, and it's a very funny movie, but it's not, I guess I just don't have the patience for fucking movies anymore, dude. I don't know. As I get
It's
older, I
understandable.
want to sit down less and less, and I just want to do shit. You know what I mean? Keep moving.
Multitasking for sure.
Yeah, always doing shit. So, but yeah, it seems to be a very good movie, even though I haven't seen it from beginning to end. And those guys are always here. The cast are always here in Cleveland doing promos and shit. So,
wanna check
if you're
it out.
ever in Cleveland, definitely stop by Christmas Story House because it's right there. It's like
Nice.
10 minutes from my house. So,
Next
Can
time we
do.
come visit, we'll take a field trip.
fucking A,
That's right.
for sure.
So in the spirit of Christmas and gifts and giving and all that good stuff, I'm not going to put this guy up for too long because I would just be sick to my stomach.
His face looks like a catcher's mitt.
So disturbing.
Well, he's rotting right in front of us. He's
But
slowly dying.
he's making a plan to privatize the USPS. And again, I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole with the post office, but I'm a huge fan of the post office. So I would like to just put out a few things about privatizing of the post office that would be an issue for me. They've been around for 250 years. They are part of our Constitution, believe it or not. There's the Postal Clause, which was in like 1789. So we're talking about a while ago. They do handle about 116 billion pieces of mail by volume. And I just want to tell you who's employed by the postal system, because you have about 70,000 veterans, 51% are people of color, 46% are women. They have their total workforce last year was 526,000 people, but 32,000 are disabled, 9,000 disabled veterans. So you're looking at a wide cross section of people that work there that they support. And then you're talking about giving it away to privatize it. doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And I just want to throw in the last piece here, which is the fact that the whole purpose, their whole mission statement is for all Americans, all areas, all communities to have access. I don't know who's in Elkton, Ohio, but if you're waiting for Amazon, it's going to be a while. Nobody delivers to these rural areas, and that's really who would be most effective, much like their Wi-Fi, which is garbage.
Or their
So
hospital access.
we will see how this goes down. But to me, it's one of my bigger fights would be the Postal Service, because they get no credit. They just say, oh, they don't make any money. It's not for profit.
Yeah, they're not designed
Not
to make
everything's
money.
a goddamn for profit institution.
Mhm.
And as we talked about with healthcare, that worked pretty successfully when it was not for profit. Now it's for profit, and people are getting shot over it.
Yeah,
So
that is absolutely true. And if you think about it, like, dude, when you throw a stamp on something and throw it in the mailbox, you know it's going to get there. You don't think, it might get lost. It might not get there. And, maybe the next day, but it's going to get there. And I think we take that for granted. And when you just think about the amazing amount of stuff that goes through, that gets posted, that gets sent, it's amazing anything gets delivered, really. If you
It's
think
true.
about that kind of volume, and then to privatize that, to turn it over to someone like Musk or Bezos, who's just going to fucking chop up the workforce, fuck people over, you won't get anything. And they'll privatize it. They'll jack up the rates. Yeah, it would be a huge mistake. And the fact that Lovejoy guy is still sitting,
oh my God,
on that board, even under Biden, that makes no sense to me. I don't get that. That's another complaint I've got with Biden.
Yeah.
Complaint? That's the only fucking thing I'm going to say about this shit. Where's the fucking Democrats trying to slow down fucking Trump's nonsense? You could have fucking done some shit. You could have fucking fired fucking DeJoy and fucking switched the board over. You didn't want to fucking do any of that shit. Now in the 11th hour, you're trying to fucking do all sorts of shit to Trump-proof the fucking, dude. Come on, man. Biden fucking dropped the fucking ball. He could have been doing shit on fucking day one.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden he's trying to fucking do things here in the 11th hour. And it's pathetic because now the only thing people are talking about are the dumbass pardons he gave out in commutations.
Ridiculous.
We've been through that, and they've all done that.
Again, this is another fucking FAFO. Fuck around and find out. Fucking, you lose the post office, something that's literally written into the fucking Constitution. When you start writing shit written into the Constitution, fuck you people. I mean, the good things. I'm not talking about the bad things, like 3/5 of a fucking human.
Yeah, fuck that.
So, remember, the people that wrote this shit didn't have fucking plumbing. So let's not act like they're some sort of fucking geniuses. They were fucking clown shoes, but they got some shit right.
Yeah.
And they knew fucking you needed your fucking mail. And they knew that these motherfuckers would deliver fucking rain or shine or fucking snow or whatever. And if you had a fucking US fucking postal code, you would fucking get your fucking mail and a fucking address.
1860, you got the Pony Express. These guys were delivering far and wide. I mean, it was insane.
Oh, yeah.
And they want to fuck it up. Why do they want to fuck it up? Because if it was fucking 99% white male, like fucking firefighters or fucking cops or something,
They'd be all about it.
Shit, they would fucking unionize the fuck out of it and they'd save the shit. But it's 51% people of fucking color. So let's privatize it and shit on these people some more.
Again,
this is fucking the oldest game in the fucking book. Oligarchs are going to fucking oligarch. And if you dumb fucking assholes are going to let them oligarch, part of this fucking, the last thing I'll say is part of this is fucking civics, dude. People would have learned about the post office in civics in these past two generations that haven't learned a fucking thing, that don't know how important the fucking post office actually fucking is. It's more important than your fucking cell phone, believe it or not, kids.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't fucking know it because they didn't bother to fucking teach you that shit in school. Our generation was the last generation that was taught about the fucking Pony Express and fucking all these important things. And they made movies about this shit. And now you just want to privatize this shit and hand it off to some fucking clown shoe. It is the ultimate fuck around and find out, because it's going to be a disaster. It's just as most things are privatized and a fucking disaster. And what are you going to do? Protect the fucking CEOs of the people that don't get you your fucking mail on time? Have a special fucking hotline they can fucking call so the police can come fucking rushing to save their asses? This whole thing is going to be a shit show.
Oh my God,
At what speed is it going to be a shit show?
And just to interject, we in St. Louis almost had the privatization of our airport.
Yeah.
To me, it was
Yeah.
terrifying. Now, when they dug and they went and found where the money trail went, it kind of led to Russia. And I'm not going to go Russia, but what I am going to say is there's no accountability. So all of a sudden, whoa, that tire flew off that plane. Wow, fuck, what are you going to do? Sue me? Sorry. Take it to court.
Yeah.
Delay,
100%.
deny, etc. You can't have that in our national airport system. It's ridiculous.
You can't.
And
No,
that did go away. My point is that if you do that with the mail, again, there's no accountability. The Postal Service, generally, if you live in a community, you know your carrier. I love my lady.
Mhm.
Oh, she's great.
Myra's amazing. And, Mike before her.
Don't have to tip them. You can't tip them actual cash money. I know people do. I'm not going to say if I do or not because I don't want to get my postcard in trouble.
Allegedly, you can't.
Allegedly.
But they have fucking. They have rules. I mean, you don't have to fucking feel burdened by your fucking FedEx or UPS fucking guy. I got to give this guy a fucking $200 fucking every year because he's bringing me all these fucking packages. Literally, with the average American, you can't tip a fucking post office person more than $20, and it can't be cash. It has to be like a fucking gift card or some shit. So they have specific rules written in to where they're not fucking looking to fucking jack you. They're just doing their job and getting you the fucking mail and not holding any animosity towards you and throwing your fucking mail in the sewer because you didn't give them a fucking Christmas fucking bonus, for fuck's sake. Everything's you want this whole fucking country to be based on how much you get fucking tipped? They're gonna Uberize and lift the whole fucking country. It's gonna fucking whatever. I'm 56. It's gonna be a fucking disaster. I'm trying to save nice things for my fucking kids. This shit gets so fucking frustrating. I wish I didn't have a fucking empathy chip. It drives me crazy. I just wish I was a fucking nihilist and just didn't give a fuck. But for some reason, I fucking do.
And just back to your point about the oligarchs, since the election, Trump's winning, Musk, Bezos, and Zuckerberg have added $232 billion to their riches, which puts them at a total. The three combined are at $920 billion. I mean, these are ridiculous numbers when 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, which only means you're one medical disaster from fucking being bankrupt.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to be able to afford care anyway, so go fuck yourself, I guess.
The only country on earth where poor people literally is like, I don't want fucking health care. I want the fucking rich to just have it all, get richer. And I want them to tell me what to fucking do and eat a shit sandwich and have my shit be based on my employment. And dumb. This fucking idiotic, and it's unexplainable other than, it's just, they're getting hit from all cylinders. Russian bots, fucking politicians, their own stupid husbands, the dumb uncle. I mean, they're just getting hammered. Yeah, that fucking guy who, again, I hope you have a food taster because JD Vance is literally looking to move into your fucking job, sir.
Well, sir is starting to believe that he's all that. And it's yesterday was the first day that I actually had to listen to him field questions down at Mar-a-Lago and then flip back and you see CNN where they do the fact checking, which I don't want to go back to. And Uncle Bill and I decided it'd be easier to just say what's true and be done in 20 seconds.
Yeah, it wouldn't take
for a 4-minute segment to verify all the lies that he lied about. I mean, it's just
it's like one of those drug commercials when they have to read the all the shit at the end, right? All the conditions and warnings, and they have to speed it up to get it all in. That's a Trump fact check.
It's like when you get these bots that are texting you and they're like, "Hey, did you want to go to the shop tonight?" And it's just a random fish, but it's a waste of time. It's a time suck. It comes on Twitter. It comes in on my phone on text. You'll get it obviously in email. And then I throw Trump into that same category. It's just a time suck. Why am I listening to it processing just garbage? It's a garbage salad that I don't even want to eat. It's not even healthy salad.
Well, it's not. And it ruins your day. It ruins your day to wake up and look at the headlines. And that's why I'm going to cancel my Apple News Plus after this.
Because it's going to cancel you, buddy.
That's fine. That's fine. Because I can't stand it anymore. I can't stand looking at this shit. I can't stand seeing how all these publications and journalists have bent the knee. And we talked about it before, dude. Don't tell me how to feel about a CEO getting shot. That's my opinion. Am I in favor of murder? No. But when a shitty person who is part of a fucking shitty, corrupt system gets what somebody thinks he has coming to him, hey, more power.
No, he's from a small town in Iowa. Fuck you. He
Oh,
made $10
dude.
million a year, and he fucking found ways to fucking cancel fucking kids with autism and shit. Nah, fuck
and he
that
cured
shit.
cancer. Dude,
Yeah.
I was on LinkedIn the other day, and a guy that I follow, he's surprise ahead of a big agency, and he's like, let's look past this. He was a man from a small town, an excellent athlete, a great caretaker of people, and a wonderful person. And dude, so I'm like, oh my God. And I had to scroll through the comments, and this motherfucker just got roasted. Like,
Which is
read
why
the
I kinda,
room.
No, which is exactly why I kind of hope they keep on telling us how to feel, because it's fucking because that always backfires on Americans. So continue, Joe and Mika and everybody.
Are they still on?
Tell I don't fucking know.
Or care.
Just tell us what we tell us what we tell us so we can absorb it all and do the fucking right thing. It's not going to work because Americans are assholes and they don't like to be told what to do.
For sure.
If we just if we'd simply just made this one thing, when you drive long and you start thinking about this shit, because driving back and forth to fucking Omaha and having a charge takes about fucking 18 hours.
Got a lot of time to think.
And I was just thinking, and they're constantly, Hakeem Jeffries or one of these motherfucking Democrats is sitting there going, hey, we can't do anything bipartisan in this town. And I thought to myself, you motherfuckers, what you are very bipartisan on is not doing a fucking thing for the American people and the working class and faking like you are. You guys are full of shit. They're way more bipartisan than they're not bipartisan, because neither side wants to do too fucking much for us,
except
just enough to shut us the fuck up and get fucking reelected. And it's been working. And then you shut out all the dummies and make sure they don't ever fucking come and vote, because 39% of the registered voters in this fucking last election didn't even fucking bother to fucking show up. So, dude, these motherfuckers, they've had a strategy. It's worked. They've been going back and forth, taking their fucking turns. And again, none of them are, well, I mean, the Republicans are now because they're the MAGA party, but Democrats aren't interested in fucking owning the Congress and the Senate for the next 50 years like they once fucking did by doing shit for people, by FDRing shit. They just fucking want to fucking tell you that there's no bipartisanship here. Yeah, there is. Against doing shit for people, there is.
Yeah.
Well, and I agree with you 100%. It becomes a job. Like I say, you have to raise, and this was probably a decade ago, but you're looking at $35,000 a day. So you're on the phone.
Is this Senate or Congress? Senate or Congress? Because
that was in the Senate.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. $35K a day. 365 days a year. $35K a day. You got to raise just to fucking start your race.
Well, and just so you can continue to put out shitty ads and not do anything for anybody. Then, if you've got the golden peach, then we go into consulting. We just retire when things get shitty and I get pressured to do something for you. Well, you know what? I'm going to slide into the drug industry and maybe help them a little bit.
41% of them did last congressional whatever that retired. 41% went right into fucking lobbying. So,
Gates went into. He's going to be on the America's whatever that news is.
Newsmax.
I think so.
Yeah,
that's
AON, right?
AON, yeah.
OAN.
Yeah.
OAN.
Yes.
Which we've never seen that fucking show. We don't even know what the fuck it's called. So he's gonna have himself the Matt Gaetz show.
Yes, it's gonna be awesome. You got to be under 17 if you want to come on.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
You got to sit on his lap.
Play elevator.
So, and speaking of things that are disturbing, I'm going to put this up. This is an Uncle Bill piece. These are Uncle Bill.
Liquid Death. Fucking oh yeah, I saw that commercial today. You guys sent that shit to me. Is that for real, right? That's not real, really. Is that real?
No, that's for real.
It's a real thing.
It's the pit diaper, dude.
If you're in the mosh pit and you got a whiz,
you can mosh out without ripping your cock out or having to squat.
First of all, I just literally found out what Liquid Death was for my sister-in-law Sunday, because she's got like a 26-year-old. And I'm like, what the fuck even is this? And she goes, it's not manly to call it club soda, so they named it Liquid Death. I didn't even fucking know what the fuck that shit was. It's like fucking bubbles and shit. It's just like bubbly and La Croix and fucking iced teas and shit. It's not even fucking like hardcore shit, but they named it Liquid Death so fucking men would drink it.
Would think it's cool.
And like young alpha males, dude, it was genius marketing. I remember seeing it a few years ago when it first came out, and me and my buddy saw it.
I had no idea till Sunday what the fuck that was. I thought it was a fucking alcoholic beverage. I swear to, or a caffeinated beverage or some shit. I had no idea. And now they're literally making a fucking pit diaper so you can go into the mosh pit.
I mean, look at that.
And piss yourself.
Dude, their marketing is just genius. They've really built that brand. It's huge. And it's funny because they came up with this based on the video that somebody shot and shared on social of a woman in a mosh pit literally squatting down to urinate.
Mm-hmm.
And they picked it up and ran with it. I mean, dude, they're genius. They know
he
their
really
audience
had
for
to
sure.
go. He's holding himself, but now look at him in the mosh pit. Not a care in the world. Hey, who smells like urine? This guy.
Dude, me and Steve Everett used to fuck up people in fucking mosh pits. Go to a fucking Metallica concert or some shit and just knock the fuck out of somebody when we play for the Browns. Because they'd always come up and try to fucking challenge you. But I never needed a fucking diaper. I just get one left cross and then get the fuck out of there before I got attacked. Anyway, that's you call it genius marketing, Bill. I call it nonsensical to fucking name something Dude Wipes or Liquid Death, just so quote unquote fucking alpha. Do you have to do anything alpha anymore to be an alpha male, or do you just have to drink Liquid Death and fucking wipe your ass with fucking Dude Wipes? Is that basically the American
drink your
alpha
Liquid
now?
Death, man, and you are an alpha.
Well,
you don't have to fucking start in the Super Bowl or anything, or fucking break
Tony
a leg.
Saragusa started in the Super Bowl, and Saragusa came out with the pee pad because you'd get a little tickle afterwards.
Right.
So you'd put it in. It looked like a maxi pad, essentially.
Yeah, and that's for our generation, sadly.
Tougher
Tony
guys
Saragusa, sir, is dead. So
but the pee pad lives on.
That's right.
It does.
Listen, University of Pitt grad, we love the Goose.
The Goose was awesome.
I played in his generation. Fucking, he was an immovable object for sure.
Dude, he came to visit in his as a free agent. He came before he signed with Baltimore. He came to visit Atlanta.
Right.
Remember, he said it was either Homeboy or Jimmy Hay. There was a McDonald's right by the facility, and he sent them out to bring back like a dozen Big Macs.
A dozen?
Yeah.
Wow.
Big sack full. I don't know if he ate them all or if he was saving them for the trip home or what, but
that's
I mean, you got to love that guy.
Yeah, he was a good dude.
You would think, they always talk about fucking eating disorders and fucking the modeling industry. You should see the fucking eating disorders in the NFL. Fucking incredible. So
there's the Goose.
Binge and purge. Rest in peace, Goose.
Yeah, he was
a tough guy to block. I think I blocked him when he played for the Colts, though. I don't think I ever blocked him when he played for the fucking Ravens, but he was a big motherfucker. Good football player.
Mm-hmm.
He was. And here's
a good dude.
Here he is relaxing. Having a good time.
Speaking of football players, go ahead, Bill.
I was just going to say he had a couple of guest appearances on The Sopranos, too.
Oh, right on. Speaking of football players, Chris Chandler called me on my drive yesterday.
How's he doing?
Yeah, he's doing well, dude. He's fucking funny as hell. He's always very gracious and telling me how good of a football player I was. He's the only quarterback in my world that does that, which is kind of nice. But
Abear loved you too.
Yeah, we were just we were talking about shit. We started talking about football and our generation of football. Because he has 2 new hips and fucking kidney from his sister, and he, I think he played 17 years. And I was just talking about how beat up he was, and we were talking about his hip surgeries are from dropping back from the 3, 5, 7 step drop. Stopping and starting because everything they did, we rarely were in shotgun in our generation. He did everything at the center. So he doesn't foresee any issues with these quarterbacks' hips in the future because they do everything from shotgun and hand the fucking ball off. They don't fucking put that wear and tear doing that drop back. And then he was also talking about some of the fucking hits he took. One of the worst he took was that year we went to the Super Bowl. We were playing Miami. I think it was the last regular season game. And because I was like, because they've changed all these rules where, quarterbacks can play 20 years now. And how Tom Brady always got the fucking hookup whenever he got after he got his knee surgery, everything fucking changed. After he blew his knee out, They changed all these fucking rules and made it a really quarterback-friendly league. But not for Chris, man, dude. One of the worst tackles he ever had. We were playing Miami, and Jason Taylor got him. I'm like, you ever been horse collared, bro? And he's like, oh, dude, Jason Taylor got him, like double behind the shoulder pads, and just fucking yanked him down. He said fucking nothing. He said that fucking hurt worse than anything that ever fucking happened to him. And that was the year we went to the Super Bowl, and Miami was mostly shutting it down because they weren't going anywhere that year. Because I remember playing against Tim Owens, and we were kind of brother-in-law, and that was super nice because he could have whooped my ass, but it was kind of fucking nice because he didn't give a fuck. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, he got fucking blasted, and then I think Tony Graziani had to fucking come in the game. But yeah, he took some fucking shots that
he took a beating.
All these quarterbacks did. This is why I respect the shit out of these quarterbacks. Anybody that thinks any quarterback from my generation was soft, you must be out of your fucking mind. These motherfuckers were considered football players and tackleable or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tackle, and you could fuck. I mean,
it was open season.
Weight on their fucking ribs, fucking just beat the shit out of them. So.
It's funny too. We had that conversation last week about hard to get out of bed on Monday and guys punching out footballs. And we saw it this past weekend with TJ Watt punching out the football, and he got it. And then Cole came back and showed me a video where they missed the football and they just punched the guy
and they
right
hit the human. Yeah,
yeah.
And it's totally fucking legal. A total fucking full-on fucking jack, which means fucking D linemen are now practicing their punching skills in the off season.
Oh yeah,
but that's not TJ Watt's fault. They've taken all options of tackling. They want to take the hip drop tackle away now.
Yeah, they did.
How the fuck is a 160-pound DB going to tackle Derrick Henry if he doesn't start up high and go down fucking low? It's impossible. So it's I don't know. It's a different game. It's a different generation. This is why I never compare generational people. Of course, Patrick Mahomes is the best of his generation. Tom Brady is the best of his fucking generation. But those two guys never got the shit beat out of them like these previous generations. Sure. So they're in a whole different fucking category.
If they did get hit, it was a one and done because the guy was either ejected or flagged, or they really protect them.
There's a real fear of hitting people.
I saw this video asking Dan Marino, would you say he's better than you? And Dan's like, I've never say anybody's better than me.
Right.
And then they went down the line of people from Favre to Mahomes on down the line. Everybody thought he was Joe Montana. It's not about winning Super Bowls per se, but the respect that guy gets because of what he did in that era is pretty incredible. They're like, that put him out there this day and age with the talent that's out there, the size of the wide receivers, his ability to get the ball out so quickly.
He'd be shotgun.
He'd be unstoppable.
Shotgun too.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking kidding me?
Untouchable.
Yeah, so, it would be fucking amazing. It's just and the crazy thing is this dude's throwing for 5,000 yards when coaches are really averse to fucking even throwing the football in the fucking league back then that many fucking times. That guy was so fucking good. They're like, fuck it. It's better than our running game. This is what we're going to use. And it was amazing to watch. And I was talking to Chris Chandler yesterday. I was like, dude, I've coached this. I've played for the spectrum of like quick throwers all the way from fucking Bernie Kosar to Dan Marino and everybody in between, including Chris, who was pretty quick to get the ball out and was a really incredible, a really good fucking quarterback for a long fucking time, even though he had to move around a lot because they kept drafting people to replace him. But I know all about that. They did that shit to me all the time too. But anyway, it was a good conversation. He talked about an hour, and then I'm getting ready to go charge. He calls me back. He's like, dude, FaceTime me right now. I want to show you how I stay young. And so I FaceTime him back. All of a sudden, he's in his swimming pool in Utah, and his swimming pool is like 40 degrees, and he cold dunks all the fucking time. So he goes in with his iPhone, and he's in there treading water and fucking breathing heavy, and I'm fucking laughing. And that's what he's doing for his fucking body, for his fucking hips and his fucking bad knees and his sore body. He doesn't turn the heater on in the wintertime in the swimming pool. And his crib fucking is beautiful out there, man. He's just chilling out there with his fucking 5-year-old bulldog and his wife and, living his best fucking life, just being very quiet. But he's a good dude. He always calls me every couple of months to say thanks for playing with me and thanks for blogging with me. He's the only quarterback that does it in my life. So I always
Well,
appreciate
as
that
you
shit.
always say, like how many people, the linemen and stuff, do you still talk to? I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to if you're a decent person or not. You're actually a really good guy. Clearly, Chandler's a good guy.
Sure.
But the league's not full of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes success can do that, but you also look at guys like Montana, not a dick and very grounded. And maybe
Right.
that's the roots of Western Pennsylvania. I don't know. But if you look at the talent that came out of that area, it's pretty incredible.
Current generation wants the wrong people to
Kelly.
like them. I think when my generation, previous generations, you just want to respect from your peers first, and then your coaches maybe second. Even if you gave a shit about it, I don't care if my coaches thought I could play or not. All I care is whether or not Chuck Smith or Chris Chandler thought I could play, and they do. Sure. They thought I could, and that's all that fucking matters to me. That's fucking nice. But this generation is worried about whether or not Stephen A. Smith fucking likes them, or fucking or Mad Dog likes them, or fucking some of these fucking idiots that never even fucking did it. Don't worry about that. Only worry about fucking what your teammates think about you, and you'll be in a fucking wonderful fucking spot. Because trying to waste your time making fucking these assholes love you, it's all about professional trolls now and knocking you down for, I don't like that. I like the positivity of it all. I mean, this is a hard fucking sport. Even this flag football generation of bullshit, it's still a fucking hard sport. But
dude, it's a brutal game, man. You look at the hits that these guys take day in and day out, and they've dialed down on training camp and on practices, right? I mean, you guys hit every day in practice, pretty much.
Yeah.
But still, man, it is hard, and there's a lot of study involved. People don't realize like what the weekly routine looks like and what a grind it is.
Which is why I'm wearing my pee pad right now, Bill, because I got hit so much. I got my Saragusa pee pad on right now so I can make it through this podcast.
I'm going to send you a liquid death pee pad.
Thank you.
Liquid death.
That movie, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, when fucking Steve Martin goes, "May I go to the bathroom?" Thank you. So that's what the pee pad's for.
It's not that easy to do. We've talked about this before. Even in a wetsuit, I have to go. I'm in the middle of the ocean. It's really hard to pee on myself. It's not.
Yeah. It's a psychological block thing.
For
so
sure.
You just sit there in pain.
Maybe I'm weird, but if I'm in a pool and I have to go, I have no problem.
Well,
that's a boomer behavior. They used to throw a lot of chlorine in the day back in the 50s and 60s for you fuckers to kill all that fucking nasty shit.
Mainly because you peed in the pool.
Us modern day folk, we get out and we go piss in the bathroom. That's okay, boomer.
I think if people were being honest and you took a survey, I think 99.9% out of 100 would admit to peeing in the pool. We all do.
I'm not getting on that lie detector test.
Or peeing in the shower. Who doesn't pee in the shower?
I think everyone pees in the shower, and I think all the doctors say it's fine to pee in the shower. Just don't take a dump. And
no waffle stomping.
No. Yeah,
that's a trend that should not last.
No waffle stomping, but pee's fine. So that's fucked up.
I know we're getting towards the end here. Gene, you always ask me about some kind of sports. I wanted to mention that this Friday we start the bowl season, and I mean the real bowls, the college football playoff. Friday, you have Indiana, which is ranked number 10, versus Notre Dame at 7. And then the big one for you would be Saturday, number 9, Tennessee against Ohio State. I think that's in your backyard. Both teams are 10 and 2. They're ranked 9 and 8 respectively. So hoping for some good football this weekend. There are some pro games this weekend too.
You can watch volleyball too, guys. I watched some good volleyball when I was in Omaha over
women's
the weekend. Yeah, absolutely.
You know who's the number one women's volleyball team in college football and college volleyball?
Yeah, I do because I watched.
I'm listening.
Shush. I'm not going to say because you want me to. Fuck them. Go Nebraska. Go Cornhuskers.
University of Pittsburgh, number 1.
Yeah, I know. But did you see fucking Nebraska whoop fucking Texas's ass? The fucking national champs' ass, fucking in 3 sets. And yeah, I watched all that shit with my mom. So there's some good volleyball on. There's some good football on. The Final Four for volleyball is coming up. Good luck to everybody. It was really exciting to watch. Those girls are really into it. I watched.
They're amazing athletes. They really are. That's a hard game.
Oh, absolutely.
We used to have a pro team here. I forget what the name of them were.
Omaha's a pro team.
Is it the Quest?
Yeah, the
Starts
Quest.
in January.
Burns was their team doctor. And
nice.
Those chicks were incredible.
Yeah, they're good athletes. So
yeah, they really are.
Omaha does have a pro team. You guys lost your pro team?
Yeah, it was a while ago.
We lost our WNBA team. No one was going to the Shock way back when. I think we might get another one back though. No, Melissa? WNBA? The Rockers. Oh, it was the Rockers.
Okay. And
So,
just to
yeah, we
clarify-
got to start supporting female. That's another thing we got to start doing in the 21st century.
Supporting women.
Is supporting female sports because they're fucking great, man. I mean, just watch them. You just everybody that complains about fucking women's sports literally hasn't fucking watched it yet. And women's sports aren't fucking men's sports. And oh, by the way, all you bitches that are fucking you men complaining about fucking women's sports, you couldn't even fucking beat those women. So shut the fuck up, motherfuckers. Appreciate what they can fucking do and appreciate fucking how much fucking their skill set. I watched a fucking girl in college basketball the other day. I was just randomly watching fucking basketball. I didn't know what fucking school it was. Bitch stole the ball and fucking dunked it. And not like tried to dunk it. I mean, went up with fucking authority and dunked it. Have no idea who the fuck it was. Have no idea how tall she was. But that shit's here now all the fucking time. These if you want to see dunking and all that shit, not that it's prevalent in women's fucking basketball, but these fucking girls are fucking good, man. Give them a shot. And I know you support women's sports, Rob, because you coach fucking women's hockey.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to watch.
And it's come a long way. When my daughter played, she had to play co-ed, which was fine, not an issue.
Right.
The women on women is a little difficult. It gets a little catty and a little clicky and stuff. But my wife's partner has a daughter that plays, and she's probably, I guess, 10 years younger than Kendall. But they just went to a tournament in Chicago. There were 28 girls teams up there, which is kind of unheard of. Here they started to combine some high schools with the girls only, and they did make a nice program here. But it's a force to be reckoned with. The girls are highly skilled, very talented, and it's fun to watch. You just can't be a misogynist pig.
Well, they're putting a lot of money now into, is it the Professional Women's Hockey League?
Mm-hmm.
You know, one guy now, I think it's the same guy that owns the Dodgers, bought the whole league. So now, I mean, they have better travel. They have, you know, they wanted to make sure that there was a commitment to that, where they had great practice facilities and, you know, it wasn't rinky dink, and they're really good. I mean,
there's a lot of support for them too in the female community.
Well, dude, one of the best players on our HNA, our hockey team is female, and she's amazing.
She's amazing. We won't be using any names, but she's pretty darn impressive. So we made it through Tuesday. We'll be back on Thursday, everybody.
All right.
Sounds good. To make sure.
Yeah.
What's saying? I can't understand him. Music. Wah, 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 wah. You sound like Charlie Brown's fucking ghost. What the fuck?
It was nice having Lena on the show today.
It was, yeah.
An authority on Christmas movies.
Yeah, she made me think about what's a legitimate Christmas movie. Not that I give a fuck, but she actually made me think about
Lena's
it.
Cool.
For
and
sure.
Speaking of women hockey players, dude, she's fucking tough.
Excellent. Well, sounds good.
We'll see if we can get her back again.
Oh, yeah, she's fun.
All right, guys. Well, good job today. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and I'll see you on Thursday.
All right, see you Thursday.
Sounds good.
All right,
Great
buddy.
job, Gino.
See you guys. Bye.